Before you lift the fish out of the water, everything's set up, sling zeroed, especially with the large fish, to make sure that no accidents can happen. It's definitely the safest option is to take the sling to the water with the fish in the net still, then putting the fish while it's still in the net, in the sling, so that while you're taking it out of the lake, nothing can happen in case the net breaks and the fish falls through it. Fish can obviously get very damaged and hurt in that situation. So to avoid that, taking the sling to the water means that nothing can really go wrong. Making sure while you're lifting it out, all the fins are flat on the fish, not pinned out and sticking out, potentially causing damage to that fish. A lot of people make the mistake, they'll take the fish out of the water straight away, very excited, and all of a sudden the fish is on the mat. It's panicking, it's struggling, it's just had a long fight, its oxygen levels in its blood are down and it can't recover, and especially in the hot weather out here in the summer, and the oxygen levels at time in the water can be low and you're just stressing the fish out, and that's how fish can perish. You want to make sure there's no debris or leaves and things on the fish. If you've got the fish on the mat and you're panicking, you're likely to stress the fish out. They pick up on your behaviour, and you often see it when people are a bit stressed and panicky and they're not relaxed with the fish will be more agitated. If you act calm and be calm with the fish, be gentle where you can. Obviously when it starts flapping a bit, you need to put firm pressure on it to make sure it doesn't hurt itself. Make sure you've got a bucket of water close to you to wash it off, and if the fish is being a bit agitated, just keep him covered, keep his eyes covered. At the end of the day, if the fish is being a bit of a nuisance and won't calm down, the best thing to do is just put it back in the water, let it calm down for a bit. When you're taking the fish back to the water, again, when you're picking the fish up off of the mat, making sure all the fins are laying flat, making sure you've got a clear run to the water, not putting the fish over, dragging it over bank sticks and twigs and things like that, potentially cutting the sides of the fish and ripping things open, and lowering the fish safely into the water. Once the fish is in the water, make sure that it's almost coherent. You'll see that the fins will want to start acting natural again, the dorsal fins to start standing up. If things aren't looking good, just hold on to him for a bit and make sure everything's fine before you slip him out into the water. I've had it a couple of times before where lads have put fish back too quickly, and you can see that they're struggling, and we've actually had to go out in the boat to recover them fish and then resuscitate them almost and get them back to how they could be, and it can take 10-15 minutes at times, whereas if you've let the fish rest, it should go back perfectly fine.